Right, hello again. I decided it was time to improve my kind of PBs for speedruns. I do know that I have the ability to get quite a lot faster. Like I know that I can get around a 5 minute time without a doubt. It's just I've not really had that seed yet. Like I don't have a huge amount of time to grind them. And also, even if I have had that seed, I've probably just messed it up or, played it no moving or something. So, yeah, it's weird. Speedrunning is very interesting because in Geoguessr, so much of it comes down to the seed you get. And you can have an amazing seed and play it averagely, and that will be your PB, rather than having a really difficult seed and playing it amazingly when in all reality you're probably just going to come across some rural Brazil round that you're going to have to give up on or something like that. Anyway, this was my Community World PB. It was 7 minutes 28, and I actually know that had I played it perfectly and had a bit more luck, because some of it depends on which way you go at the start, I could have probably shaved it down to just over 6 minutes, but I still played it pretty well. And here it is. Enjoy. Okay, so first one is Taiwan, and I know where Yilan is. Well, I know it's on the east coast. I can't remember if it's north or south, but there it is. So we've got the 7 and 16 local road. So I see it here somewhere, and now I'm just sort of trying to work out which intersection we might be near. So go south to this. Miss it slightly. Then we've got Yuanshan Road. So zoom in. Road name doesn't fit. Can't read that one, but decide it's probably more likely given that the other one didn't fit. So taking the road angle here, seems to fit this more or less. Kind of just assume we started just slightly north of it there. Bit of a gamble really, but paid off. This one, so we'll be in Singapore here. Probably could have shaved a little bit of time off this one. I mean, it was fairly quick, but I just, Singapore is not always the nicest to pinpoint. Like, very, very good to get it no moving if you just need to recognize a country quickly, but pinpointing can be fine. But here, I just think I should have spotted slightly sooner the kind of angles and stuff, but it's all good. So we've got Marceling Drive on the sign there, and I kind of, I mean, there it said it was southwest, so I should have paid a bit more attention to it. I just kind of click on it there. And here we come out to the road, so that's Admiralty Road. I actually missed we had a street name there, so that was another one. I only just realised that. It said Riverside, and I completely missed that at the time, so that would have made it slightly quicker. But you learn, I guess. There's Riverside, so I just realised we had no buildings side north. This one actually sort of almost gave up on the seed here because it's going to be rural Canada. We've got, so Weaver Colony Road, tried to remember, and it's chemin, so it's going to be like French-speaking part of Canada. But yeah, I don't have great experiences of these rounds, and from my experience, it's often not something that can form part of a successful speedrun. So I'm kind of a little bit put out by this one. I was kind of praying for just nice ones with information close. Then to make it even worse, we get to a dead end, so a bit of frustration there. I go back and go the other way. So yeah, going the wrong way there probably cost me 50 seconds. So would have made this a much nicer time, or just having a round here that was a bit more, just closer to some information would have made a big difference to this run overall. So yeah, basically every round here was really quite fast except this one. So yeah, we end up going down this road now, going south. But I think I did everything I could in this round, really, despite the fact we didn't have much to use. I I guess I made a mistake going the wrong way, but that's just a 50-50, isn't it? But with the information I had, I ended up doing okay with this. So let's see. Still going. Just waiting to come across something else. I think at this point you start to see a junction at the other end, maybe? Or not quite. Yeah, about now. Yeah. There we go. Come on. Green sign appears. Come on. Please have something useful. And it says Fredericton on it, which I know is in New Brunswick, so that is a godsend. And then Miramichi's the other one, so I know Fredericton's sort of west, so it has to be up there somewhere. And I know we came south to get onto this road, so I think I'll probably check the road angle now, yeah. So possibly something here, but it doesn't quite line up really. I sort of think it might be somewhere else. Down here fits, and then Weaver, we see Weaver, that was from the street sign we saw at the start. So I remembered it and just, yeah, checked. That seems to fit. Okay, now, so in North America again, we've got French Road, which I tried to remember. Going east would seem to be the US. We pass a car here, but I noticed something. Just checking that yellow plate. Definitely seems like a New York plate, that one. So starting to think we might be New York State. Just a shame that we had a 2:46 one in round 3, really, because I do okay here. I could have done a slightly better job with scanning for this one, and also just a bit of region guessing within New York State would have. On second thoughts, I could have done a slightly better job because I probably spent a bit too long scanning areas that are actually sort of mountainous, which doesn't really make much sense. But I guess you never know where things end up being. There are always surprises. So I'm scanning here for Attica, New York, which is on that sign. This is the area that I shouldn't really be looking in too hard. But as I say, you never know if there's some valley or something that it could appear in. So just looking for Attica. I see it there, up just east of Buffalo. So I know we came east along a straight east-west road. I remember French Road and just send it immediately. Now round 5, we are in we're in Singapore again, and again, just always big road systems in Singapore can be a little bit confusing sometimes. So I'm looking for TPE. I see it, and we've got Punggol, so I find that neighbourhood. It says exit 9C there. Maybe again, like another thing I could have done. Maybe I could have found some exit numbers. Yeah, because if I look, it says 10 right on this. So sometimes when you press return, it zooms you all the way out, which is annoying. But I think, had I thought a bit harder about exit numbers, I could have saved a little bit of time. But at the end of the day, your speedrun, a lot of the time it comes down to the seed you get rather than playing it perfectly. So there are a couple of points in this run that I could have shaved some time off, but it all comes down to, unless you're down at the kind of, 3-minute stage, the seed is much more important than how perfectly you play it a lot of the time. Like, I played the seed well, but there are definitely improvements I could have made. So yeah, like there are definitely times when I've played rounds perfectly, but only for round 4, round 5 to just be impossible. So this was, not perfect, but good, and a good seed. So yeah, thanks for watching.